everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time doing another Halloween film review, and this one is on the 2009 film Drag Me to Hell. Now, as you know, Drag Me to Hell is a 2009 supernatural horror film that was written and directed by Sam Raimi, as well as being written by Sam Raimi's brother. Now, Drag Me to Hell I first heard from Failius' review, and personally I did have plans to review it last year when I got on Blu-ray, but turns out the PS4 with the format system didn't work, so eventually got the DVD, which works fine. Now, Drag Me to Hell, the premise, is meant to feature Christine, who works at the bank, and is working hard to get a promotion to assistant bank manager, which she has to kind of go against one of her co-workers, Stu, who is meant to be more conniving, a suck-up, and a bit more trying to go the distance than he already is. So of course we kind of see how Christine is forced to deny a bank loan to a young Romanian woman known as Ganush, who is meant to be a sort of gypsy-like woman, and of course, in the typical overreaction fashion, ends up placing a curse on her, which Christy has to try and prevent from happening before she's dragged to hell. Now, the premise, I would say, tries to go back to its 80s roots, which is fine, but the plot just feels ridiculous. I think the problem is that sometimes if you're working in a business, you're not really gonna be too happy with basically with someone's sort of bank history, and sometimes if someone's not gonna pay up their mortgage properly, then yeah, you are gonna have to straighten a few loads. And I think really Christine's not the bad guy. Again, she just kind of made a decision that was forced upon her, and really this is kind of the film kind of passes the blame too much on her. And I think for the most part Christine is kind of a loser. Like, you can kind of tell she does try to put up with Stu's crap, and she has to put up with her boyfriend Gray's kind of snobbish parents who disapprove of her. And I think the problem the film has is that it relies a lot on jump scares. Again, jump scares can work if they're done carefully, like Halloween, back in the original and the 2018 one. When Michael showed up, it gave you the glimpse of what Michael was, how he showed up unexpectedly, and kind of played it out perfectly. Or it's like the film Psycho, when you had Norman Bates show up for the first moment when he stabs his first victim in the shower. That gives you the jump scare to wondering what's going to happen. And I think for the most part what the film tries to do is go back to its old roots with Evil Dead. But I think the problem is Drag Me to Hell had opportunities to do something newer and fresher. I think the film could have been interesting had it been about Christine buying a silver necklace that once belonged to a cursed item, and maybe have it that Christine tries to find a way to reverse the curse. But really, this just feels like a really offensive film, portraying gypsies as revenge seekers, basically pinning the bank as kind of bad people, even though sometimes working in a bank managers aren't really going to be pleased with people's bank history, or are going to kind of turn you away if you're not really going to pay up what you're meant to own. It's like a credit card. Sometimes you have to pay what you owe on your credit cards. And I think for the most part I can kind of see why Failius and some others didn't like it. I think Drag Me to Hell has good ideas, and I'm kind of surprised there's been a lot of positive reviews, and even Roger Ebert, of all people, did review this film. So I think for the most part, Drag Me to Hell dragged itself under, tried to be something of a supernatural horror film, but really is quite a weak, offensive, and really bad idea for a plot. And I can kind of tell that Sam Raimi wanted to go back to his old roots in horror films, but I think it was just clear this wasn't for him. So I think this movie definitely deserves a thumbs down. Not good, not great, and not really scary. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.